The Spooky Scarecrow. On the outskirts of a small, sleepy village stood an old, creaky farmhouse surrounded by vast fields of golden corn. In the middle of one of these fields was a scarecrow, ragged and weathered from years of standing guard. Its straw-stuffed body was dressed in a tattered flannel shirt and overalls, and its face was a burlap sack with stitched on eyes, nose, and mouth that seemed to smile in a way that was both welcoming and eerie. The villagers often spoke in hushed tones about the scarecrow, believing it to be more than just a lifeless guardian of the crops. Stories circulated about how, on certain moonlit nights, the scarecrow would come to life, wandering the fields and whispering secrets to the corn. Most dismissed these tales as mere superstition, but there was one boy, Tommy, who was curious enough to find out the truth. One crisp autumn evening, as a full moon cast its silver light over the fields, Tommy snuck out of his house and made his way to the scarecrow. He hid behind the nearby haystack, his heart pounding with both fear and excitement. Hours passed, and just as Tommy was about to give up and head home, he saw something that made him gasp. The scarecrow's head slowly turned, its button eyes glinting in the moonlight. Its straw arms creaked and stretched, and it stepped down from its wooden post. Tommy watched wide-eyed as the scarecrow began to move through the rows of corn, its movement slow and deliberate. Summoning all his courage, Tommy followed at the safe distance. The scarecrow led him to the edge of the field, where a circle of ancient oak trees stood. In the center of the circle was a small, forgotten grave marked only by a weathered stone. The scarecrow knelt by the grave and began to speak in a voice that rustled like the wind through the corn. "Rest now, dear friend," it whispered. "I will keep watch over the fields, as I promised." Tommy realized with a shiver that the scarecrow was speaking to the spirit of a long-departed farmer, perhaps the one who had crafted it so many years ago. The scarecrow was not just a guardian of the crops, but also a guardian of memories, honoring the bond it had with its creator. As the scarecrow returned to its post, it turned and looked directly at Tommy. For a moment, boy and scarecrow regarded each other, and Tommy felt a strange sense of peace. He understood now that the scarecrow was not something to be feared, but something to be respected and revered. From that night on, Tommy visited the scarecrow often, bringing it small tokens of appreciation and tending to its own clothes. The villagers noticed the change in the boy, and over time the scarecrow became less of a spooky legend and more of a beloved symbol of village's heritage and history. And so, the scarecrow continued to stand tall in the fields, a silent sentinel under the moon and stars, keeping watch over the land and its people, both living and departed.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Bye.